Hey everyone, and welcome back to this channel. Today is a more chatty video about denying things and forcing things and like building resistance to things. Like if you have a goal and you have this focus, I'm gonna get there. If you think and feel like, yeah, I'm going to get there, like you have this motivation to get there. In that sentence, you also have get there. Like you aren't there now. Your being right now isn't someone who has it, it is someone who will have it, or maybe not. But that's the thing, like if you focus and are so strong-willed about something, you build more resistance towards it because you don't have it. You build this gap, like I'm here and that is there, and you're like focus on the energy, like it's a distance between you two, and like having that kind of distance and thought patterns and thinking about that can make that, like this distance gets stronger. Like you put energy towards that, this is the distance, so the distance gets stronger, which means it will be harder for you to actually get there, because the energy is towards that you are going to get there, not that you will have it, or like you are going to get there, or that you will have it, but that you doesn't have it. So gonna get somewhere or will get somewhere in reality means that you aren't there, and as much energy you put into that, the more you won't be there. So yeah, and that's also like the thing, like if you want to get happier or if you want to get something, focus on like getting there will make you not get there. Like you aren't there, like the energy puts to that you aren't there. But if you think more about that you are already there, or like you already achieved that, or that your mindset can be like you are there now, the distance, like this distant energy will decrease, which means that if the distance energy decrease, it's easy to actually get there. But that's the thing, like if you think or feel or be like you have sort of money or have something and you don't have it, you also feel like you're lying to yourself. So yeah, it's kind of like this balance, like you put out in the universe that you want something, and then you should like let it go and be there and don't focus on it too much, because if you focus on it too much, it will be this resistance. You will build the energy that will make it harder for you to get there. So like putting your intention, your real intention out in the universe, and then do some actions that a person who are that will do, like a person who has more money than you have, maybe do plan more around the money or do stuff towards that, and like implementing those actions in your day-to-day life will like help you in that process, and will also like help you in the feeling of being not the feeling of I don't have that. And that's the thing, like many people always focus on like, yeah, when in the future when I have this, I will be happy. In the future when I will have this, I will be happy. Or in the future when this happens, it's easy for me to do that. And I am like as responsible as anyone else on this. But that's the thing, like firstly, like happiness, you don't achieve happiness through like putting it in the future, because even if you put it in the future, like, and the future does have a deadline, like, yeah, when I finish my time in university, I will be happy. Like, the thing is, like, the difference between you then and you now, when it comes to the happiness aspect, won't be a difference. Like, happiness is emotion, and emotions can you feel right now. Although, like, some more materialistic things like money or like a own place or other stuff, like other more 3D stuff, or like people call those 3D stuff, but more things that you actually can put your finger on, although you can't really put your finger on your money if you don't take them out of the bank. But yeah, you understand what I mean. Those things do take some time to like get into your life, but even if they do take a while for you to get into your life, putting an end date to them, like it can help, but it's also like if you put too much energy that you aren't there, like you want to get there, you will put this energy that those aren't like in your life, which means that they won't get to your life even after this end date. And mostly like the things that we want from these things or stuff is emotions, and the emotion you can already feel. You can already feel stable in your life. You can already feel happy. You can already feel loving towards other. You can loving to yourself. You can feel everything. And then also like this paranoia, sadness, angry, every emotions you can feel today. And sometimes it's a choice what emotions you feel. Other times it's not. Other times like it's more chemical, like, but even there it's a choice, because maybe it's not a choice today, but in some place or some time you have made a choice that is ending up in this emotion right now. And you can also like deal with it. So if it is something like that has happened to you before, that is making you feel a sort of way, you can work with that feeling and work with that situation and get that situation out of your system. And some things it's like, yeah, what I eat today might affect how I feel today, but mostly what I ate yesterday is affecting me now, because it's the energy and the vitamins and everything that I need for today, I most often did consume yesterday. And what we have in our bodies does affect how hello, I can't talk today, like my tongue like feels like it's knotting itself. But yeah, so like what we eat and does affect how our mood is. And also like activity, have you done enough active stuff? Like most of the time, many people are in front of the computer the whole day and sit, and then they get home and they still sit. And to be fair, like I'm totally also responsible for this, because I to like I should be a lot more active than I am, but for some reason I get, or not some reason, my mind is making up excuses. So even like when I start to train, for it gets really hard, because even if I want to train, I have my mind against me, and it's a battle. And if you have too many battles with your mind, you will lose them all, and you will lose that. And even though like I have a work where I sit in front of my computer like the whole day, I do take a walk, and I do get outside, and I do move a little bit. Although, like many of us, I would probably could do a lot more. And I don't have this moderate training in my life right now. Like right now I have like only walking. If you count stretching, I do that too. But I have very little actually moving and actually being active right now. But that's the thing, like I don't see myself as a person who is active, which means that I am some way programmed not to be active, even though that probably would help me feel better. And that's the thing, like when you don't see yourself like this active person, it will work against you. And if you don't see yourself as something, it will work against you. And everything that works against you will hinder you to get where you want to be, or like so. And that's the thing, like just because you want to be there, you have a distance because you aren't there. And many people don't really realize that when they set goals, and then when they do things, that sometimes like just doing that, if they aren't like aware of it, will make a distance from it, which means that it will be harder to actually get there, because the mind and so are like working against you. So you need to be more consistent and really like, yeah, I know you say this, but I am this person, so I'm going to do this, and still like doing that and showing that with actions, and showing that, and start to like implement like you are something more. Like I should start to implement like that I are active, so I get more activity in. If I will, I'm not sure, but that's like the thing. If I want to be an active person, I need to start to think that I am an active person, and I need to start to do stuff that active people do, like exercise, like doing active stuff. Anyway, this was for this video, like this video. I really hope you have a nice day, and I see you in the next and I see you in the next